hold on, because it looks like there might be a whole lot more happening behind the scenes than fans are being told. Over the weekend, I finally caught up on everything I had missed, and one particular moment jumped out immediately. I spotted Claressa Shields at the Baddies auditions, and of course, viewers instantly started pointing out the same similarities that have been circulating online yet again. But what really had people talking was the bottle she was holding. If the claim is that you don't drink, then why are you publicly posing with alcohol at all? That's the detail that has many people scratching their heads. Now, to be fair, this isn't the first time people have seen her around alcohol, so the topic itself isn't exactly breaking news. Still, lately, these appearances seem to be happening far more often than fans remember. That's exactly why the image sparked so many questions. Was it a paid promotion, or was she simply holding the bottle because it happened to be nearby on set? Either way, the message felt a little mixed. After all, how do you present yourself as a world-class athlete while appearing to promote something you insist you don't use? Then came the overall presentation. The hairstyle, the outfit, the entire look triggered reactions online almost instantly. Some viewers felt the styling completely missed the target, while others questioned how much effort actually went into it. For someone constantly described as a successful millionaire, critics expected something much more polished. Fair or unfair, that's a discussion currently taking place. The hair alone became a major talking point. Looking closely, many viewers felt the quality simply didn't match the image being projected. Rather than looking expensive and refined, critics argued it appeared rushed and unfinished. At some point, people started wondering whether those around you are helping your image or quietly damaging it. Because when audiences immediately notice details like these, something clearly isn't landing the way it was intended. Then there was a photo taken on top of the car, which only poured more fuel on the fire. Social media instantly brought everything back to Remy, and those comparisons have become nearly impossible to escape. Whether those comparisons are fair is an entirely separate debate, but they keep happening for a reason. More importantly, attention is shifting towards something else entirely. The situation involving Papoose. I've said it before, and longtime viewers probably already know exactly where this is going. Something has felt different for quite some time before this latest appearance. We really hadn't seen Claressa Shields and Papoose together since Aruba. So when they finally showed up in the same place again, people immediately took notice. The interesting part was that the appearance seemed connected more to business than anything personal. What made the moment even more intriguing was the atmosphere around it. Music was playing, people were moving around, and everyone appeared focused on the event itself. Claressa Shields was already seated while Papoose arrived separately behind the group, and that's when viewers instantly began analyzing the body language. Whether those assumptions are accurate or not, the speculation started right away. And yes, we have to circle back to the hairstyle, because people absolutely refused to stop talking about it. Even when it appeared more organized and brushed out, critics still felt something wasn't quite right. The overall quality kept drawing attention. At a major public event, viewers expect everything to be camera ready. Instead, many felt the look appeared unfinished. That's why so many comments focused on even the smallest details. People question how someone with access to elite stylists and resources could arrive at a major event looking less prepared than expected. Fair criticism or not, that became the dominant conversation online. Once audiences lock onto a detail, getting them focused on anything else becomes nearly impossible. Some viewers even developed their own theories to explain it. Others suggested she may have simply been tired, distracted, or focused on work obligations that day. Whatever the explanation, the appearance became a bigger story than the actual event, and that's usually a sign that something unexpected happened. At the end of the day, image matters, especially when you're constantly under public scrutiny. When you're presenting yourself as highly successful, people naturally compare your appearance to that image. That's why every tiny detail gets magnified, right or wrong. That's simply celebrity culture. Meanwhile, attention also shifted toward Papoose. Many observers felt he appeared focused on building his own presence within media and sports discussions. He's been appearing in spaces where personalities talk about basketball, entertainment, and current events. During the event, he even spent some time speaking on the microphone himself. Now, it may not have been some massive headline-making moment, but it was definitely enough to get people paying attention and whispering behind the scenes. At this point, the only thing anyone can really say is that he's still pushing ahead and trying to make something connect. Recently, Papoose continued promoting his track Backdoor, the same record that had people talking when it first landed. But honestly, what grabbed my attention wasn't the song itself. It was the way the entire rollout was being handled. And trust me, if you spend even 5 minutes scrolling Instagram, You probably caught it too. Everybody understands how Instagram stories work. When you repost somebody's content, the original account is already attached and visible for everyone to see. That's normal. That's standard procedure. But this time, it felt like there was extra effort being made to ensure everyone noticed exactly who was discussing the record. And that's where things started getting a little interesting. Papoose made sure people knew the track was produced by Swizz Beatz, not once, but repeatedly. The first repost placed that production credit front and center, almost as if he wanted to guarantee nobody overlooked it. Then the post surfaced again, and somehow the emphasis felt even stronger the second time around. What stood out was that instead of simply reposting the content and moving on, there appeared to be a deliberate attempt to highlight exactly where the attention was coming from. The caption, the credit, the repost, it all seemed to point toward the same message. Almost like the mission wasn't just promoting the song, but showing that influential platforms were paying attention to it. At least, that's the impression many viewers walked away with. And that's where the bigger conversation starts. It feels like Papoose is fully aware that Remy Ma is stepping into an entirely different chapter of her life. Whether people agree or disagree, many observers see her moving independently, making her own decisions, and creating new opportunities without some of the limitations people believe existed before. That kind of freedom changes everything. And not everybody adjusts to those changes in the same way. From the outside looking in, some fans believe that's exactly what's fueling the energy currently dominating social media. The posts, the bold statements, the attention-grabbing photos. It all feels like a constant effort to remain part of the conversation. People have pointed to everything from celebratory graphics to ambitious predictions as evidence of that theory. Whether that's fair or unfair remains up for debate. But one thing is certain, the audience is watching closely. Then there are the questions surrounding those Knicks games. Some viewers noticed he wasn't present during certain major moments and immediately began creating theories about the reason. Others linked the absence to rumors involving Claressa Shields. None of those claims have been confirmed, of course, but the speculation keeps growing. And once social media starts connecting dots, the story tends to develop a life of its own. Personally, what stands out more is the tension many people believe they're seeing between him and Claressa Shields. Fans continue dissecting every interaction, every appearance, and every social media move. Whether those assumptions are accurate is impossible to know from the outside, but the perception definitely exists, and perception often becomes its own storyline. Even when it comes to the song promotion, viewers notice specific details. The track had been circulating for days, yet Claressa Shields didn't appear to publicly support it right away. Then later, during an event where both of them were present, she reposted content featuring the song. That timing instantly caught people's attention. Viewers started questioning whether the support was personal or simply tied to business obligations. That's why some fans have started describing the relationship dynamic as strictly professional at this point. The theory is that regardless of how either person feels privately, certain commitments still require them to occupy the same spaces. Business is business. Contracts are contracts, and sometimes people work together whether they want to or not. Meanwhile, comparisons to Remy Ma continue dominating online discussions. Some observers believe Claressa Shields is intentionally positioning herself as competition, while others think the internet is forcing a rivalry that may not even exist. Either way, the discussion refuses to disappear, and every new post seems to add another layer to it. That brings us to the caption that had social media buzzing. Claressa Shields shared a confident message, suggesting that people get upset whenever they see her genuinely happy. The post radiated confidence, success, and self-assurance. Luxury brands, designer fashion, and bold energy were all part of the presentation. It was clearly intended to send a message. But for many viewers, the hashtags became the most fascinating part. Tags referencing success, business deals, home ownership, and personal achievement immediately sparked reactions. Supporters viewed them as signs of confidence and accomplishment. Critics interpreted them as subtle responses to ongoing online chatter. Either way, people noticed, and that was probably the entire point. At this stage, those hashtags almost feel more like a vision board than reflection of what audiences believe they're actually seeing. Maybe the goal is manifestation. Maybe it's confidence. There's nothing wrong with either. The issue is that the public usually judges actions, not captions. And right now, many viewers feel the image being presented doesn't completely align with the reality unfolding in front of them. That's why some people aren't fully buying the constant "I'm happy" narrative. From the outside looking in, what they're seeing is someone who is consistently working, promoting, and staying professionally active. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't necessarily scream unlimited freedom or luxury. In fact, It looks more like someone focused on keeping momentum alive. Think about it for a second. If there were no hosting gigs, no Zeus appearances, and no business obligations on the calendar, would these public appearances still be happening at the same pace? That's a question critics continue asking. Their argument is straightforward. People who are truly financially secure often become far more selective about what they choose to do. Things get even messier the second money enters the chat. Because when someone keeps reminding everyone how wealthy and financially secure they are, people naturally start comparing those claims to the decisions being made in public. That's exactly where the side-eye begins. Fair or not, that's the filter many viewers are using right now. Meanwhile, attention is already racing toward the next fight announcement. Claressa Shields recently teased that fans should expect news soon, possibly as early as this week. Of course, that instantly sparked speculation about who the opponent might be. And, as usual, people have already picked sides before anything has officially been announced. Some fans think a matchup could end up being against a less proven opponent. Others suspect the promotion may prioritize a comfortable victory instead of the toughest challenge available. Whether that's accurate remains unclear, but online expectations are definitely divided. Part of the speculation comes from remaining contractual commitments. From what people understand, more fights are expected, and the clock is ticking quickly. Because of that, many believe another matchup was unavoidable. The bigger question is whether the opponent will actually excite fans. Personally, I think that's what everyone is waiting for. Not just another fight announcement, but a matchup that truly gets a boxing world buzzing. If the competition looks legitimate and dangerous, the entire conversation changes overnight. If not, the criticism probably won't stop. Meanwhile, some viewers believe the confidence being displayed publicly is directly connected to expectations surrounding the next opponent. In other words, if someone thinks a favorable matchup is waiting ahead, naturally, they're going to carry themselves differently. That's how many fans are reading the situation. Whether they're correct or completely off base is another matter entirely. But outside the boxing ring, people are still focused on the situation involving Papoose. Even during their recent appearance together, there wasn't enough footage for anyone to fully understand what actually happened between them. The clip ends before viewers can witness any meaningful interaction. And whenever that happens, speculation rushes in immediately. Yes, they appear together in photos alongside others at the event, but many observers see those moments as professional obligations rather than proof that everything is perfectly fine. Public appearances are part of the business. Taking pictures comes with the territory. That's why those images alone aren't convincing everyone. What really ignited the conversation was the body language. People believe they spotted certain expressions, specific moments, and even the timing of the footage had viewers building theories. Some think the camera conveniently cut away at exactly the right moment. Others believe people are overanalyzing everything. Either way, the curiosity isn't disappearing anytime soon. One thing seems certain. People believe there's more to the story than what's been shown publicly. Maybe that's true, maybe it isn't. But when fans keep noticing the same details, speculation only gets louder. Eventually, time reveals what social media can only theorize about. At the same time, comparisons involving Remy Ma continue popping up everywhere. Supporters point out that she's still making major moves, from music and acting opportunities to brand new projects. With another film release attracting attention, her name remains firmly in the spotlight. And whenever that happens, the internet starts comparing everyone connected to her. That's why some observers found the timing of Claressa Shields' upcoming fight announcement especially interesting. The coincidence instantly became a hot topic online. Some fans view it as completely unrelated. Others see it as another example of two storylines crashing together at exactly the same moment. Whether there's any connection whatsoever is impossible to know from the outside. But social media loves patterns, and once people think they've found one, the conversation explodes quickly. That's exactly what's happening right now. Everyone is connecting dots and reaching their own conclusions. Then there's Papoose's music rollout. Outside of his own promotion, many viewers haven't noticed widespread discussion surrounding the record. That's not necessarily unusual, but it has become part of the larger conversation. People are measuring engagement, reactions, and overall buzz. And naturally, everyone has a different interpretation of what they're seeing. Some critics argue that he's working overtime to remain visible, while other headlines dominate attention. Others think he's simply promoting his work the way any artist would. The truth probably sits somewhere in the middle. But regardless, people continue tying every move back to what's happening around Remy Ma. As for me, I'll keep watching these interactions moving forward. Public appearances can be carefully orchestrated, and social media only reveals part of the story. But the questions people have aren't disappearing anytime soon. Whatever is happening behind closed doors will eventually become clearer. Until then, fans will keep dissecting every photo, every event, and every post searching for clues. Some theories will almost certainly miss the mark. Others might turn out to be surprisingly accurate. Either way, this story is nowhere near over.